Hello and welcome to Anno 2070. Now I did a review of this game not that long ago. I've stuck an annotation in the top left or right corner, whatever it is, in the video, so please do check that out when you get a moment. But this video is basically going to be the start of a series of basically starting from scratch and showing you how I build my cities. So I'm not going to do anything, such as campaign or missions or anything like that. I'm going to just do a pure continuous game because, generally you can just sort of customize it the way you want it, and it's just nice and relaxing. You don't want any challenges or anything like that. You just want to build, and it's normally the sort of more fun out of the lot. So before you sort of get straight into things like this, you want to have a look at the game settings, because you can actually change a few things to make it a little bit easier, or generally a lot harder. Let's just have a look at these, because I generally like to have my islands a lot bigger, so I'd put them down to large. What else we got here? Medium. I don't generally do quests, but I'll go into that when we get into the actual into the game. City disasters easy. Get onto this random value. I don't actually know what that means. Let's have a look. Oh, right. Okay, that's just the disaster stuff. So start, we can actually start with the most, that's good. Let's have a look. Oh, these are your win conditions. So basically, if you set one of these, so for instance, you can say number of monuments, which is like an end game building that you can build, and if you do it, then you win. That's it, but we don't want that on because we want it to be continuous. What else do we want? I think that's generally... There was something here that I remember seeing. We got that on many. I think that is it. I do... Oh, there we go. There it is, just down there in the corner. So you can actually make it a large game world, which is quite useful. Because if you change it to one of these, then you're limited to islands, and you want as much islands as you possibly can, just so you've got a lot more choice where to settle. There we go. So what these are, just to explain quickly, here's me, dashing fellow. These are basically just NPC players, and they generally just sit around, do their own thing, and you can trade with them, but they can be a bit annoying sometimes, so I'm going to get rid of a few, just because they can get in the way sometimes. So I'll just stick with these, that's fine. And let's go. Right, so here we go. So we've got two choices: Eden Initiative or Global Trust. Global Trust is basically like, build these massive machines that pollute the earth and, not very eco-friendly. And the Eden Initiative is complete opposite, so they're very eco-friendly and don't like to pollute anything. So, do you know what? I'm going to go for the Eden Initiative because I just think they are better, and I do just prefer the buildings. I think they're a lot nicer. Anyway, let's skip all this, and I'll see you when we get in the game. Okay, welcome back, guys, and here we are inside our amazing new world. And this is the island that has been chosen for us, and as you can see, it's quite large, which is good. That's what we want. So let's just have a quick look around. We've got quite a few mine sites here, which is perfect. Although it is a bit of a pain, this all the way over there, because we're just going to have to make our way over there at some point. So here we go. So this is our main warehouse. So this is basically what we have when we start the game. We have the essential resources, which is fish, building modules and tools. So this is the basic resources that we need to start creating our enormous, or soon to be enormous civilization. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get building. So what I generally like to do first is I like to clear all these trees, because although they do look nice, it's just nice to have just the room and sort of the views not that obstructed, so you can just see what's going on. So I generally just get rid of all of these trees around the warehouse. There we go. And then let's build our roads. So here we go. Leave me alone. So what I like to do first is basically just set out sort of like a rough template of how my first city is going to look like. So I generally have a road going from my warehouse and just literally all the way going to the border of the build zone. And then what I do is I build a depot, which is basically a building that increases your build zone, so it increases your city size effectively. Because if you notice, you can't, if you have any other building like road or anything like that, you can't build here because there's nothing close to it, there's no depot close to it. So I will just stick that there just to increase it. I mean, generally we can use that just to get over to these mining resources anyway. So there we go. So then what I do is I just demolish this bit here because I want to put my marketplace there, which is effectively where all of my citizens will go to get their amazing fresh fish and so and so. So I generally like to... It's a little bit close to the warehouse, so I'm just going to delete that there. There we go. I prefer it to be sort of horizontal like that. There we go. There we go. Right. So let's just put these roads around. So here's the sort of layout I do. What I do... Just get rid of this road. There we go. So I sort of just go around the outside of it and cover it with roads. And then I go along here. Now the way I want to do this is I want to make sure that I can get at least 2 houses, but okay, that's perfect. There we go. So I can get 2 rows of houses down there. That's brilliant. Okay, so now I've got to sort out this side. So I need to sort of carefully plan this. So if the road's going to come down there... That's a bit of a pain. How could I do this? See what? Let's put them there, and then I can have the roads going down here like that. And then I've got two rows of houses again. And what I can do with these bits is put like the main buildings, which we'll get to hopefully shortly. So let's just finish off this side. I think it was down there, was it? Yep. And then down here. There we go. Let's just get rid of this road for now. So there we go. So we've got our just 4 houses so far, and you can see our population is growing. They haven't obviously got a lot to look at, but you know, we'll soon change that. And let's just click on one of these, so you can tell they're happy. They've got their fish, they've got their community, and they are lacking drink. It's saying that we need 60 eco workers, so we do need to actually build more houses. But before we do that, we need to start building some building modules. And as you can see on the top, this is our resource sort of counter here. So we've only got 26 and 34 tools left. And each building costs these resources. Like for instance, this will cost 2 building modules. So the way I deal with sort of the layout of my city is that I generally have one area for, you know, the population, and one area for resource collecting. So what I like to do is I like to get all the way over here so that I've got enough room at the back to start collecting my resources. Let's just fill that up there. There we go. So let's just make a long road going down here. And then we can build some, is that basalt or basalt? I think it is. And this is effectively how we get building modules. So let's just build a couple for now, because we haven't got a lot of... the hell's that? Oh, that's the smelter. Okay, so let's just stick that. There we go. So now we've got the two extraction buildings, we can actually start building the production areas. So let's put one that side and one at the back, because I can put that one there. There we go. Perfect. So what these will do is they will collect basalt, and this smelter will collect the basalt from here, and it will smelt it into building modules. So we've got a steady production going on there, so we won't ever run out, which can cause a bit of a problem later on. So let's just connect these up with roads. There we go. So I just noticed that we got a warning there from this one when I put it down, that we actually are lacking power. As you can see up here, this is our energy supply, and it's 0 at the moment, so that's not a good thing. Now, Eden initiatives are obviously all about being eco-friendly, and they don't have all these power plants and these oil rigs and all that sort of crap. They like to sort of recycle all their power, so you can build these amazing looking wind parks, and you can generally just plop them anywhere and they will give you power. There we go, we've got plus 15, so we're sorted for the moment. So we've got our basalt extractions going away. There we go. Are these happy? Yep, they're happy so far, which is good. We are losing money, which is not good, but once we start building more houses, we'll start getting more income tax. So another thing we're going to make is a fishery. So this is just to replenish the supply of fish. I normally start with 2 because the demand can get quite high sort of as you build more and more houses. And I think I've got to a point during sort of towards the end game sort of things that I've got like about 10 or 15 fisheries. It's just ridiculous. So let's start building some more houses. There we go. Let's just build up there, down here. Let's build 2 more. That will do for now. Let's just finish off this road bit here, because I did actually forget to do this all. There we go. I mean, the reason why I create this sort of style of gridding is because then you know exactly that the houses are going to fit. Because it is rather frustrating when you get to a point where, you know, you want to put a house there, but there's just one bit of rock that's preventing you, and it's just annoying. So it's all about pre-planning. It's all about pre-planning. So we got our lovely citizens walking to the market, collecting their fish. They seem to be happy about that. So I'm just going to speed things up. Let's wind the time on if I can actually remember how to do it. There we go.
Additional buildings.
There we go. So I've got enough eco workers now to build a tea plantation. Now this effectively counts for their drink supplies. So as you can see, they don't have any, and they're adequately satisfied, but we can sort that problem out by creating these plantations. So I'm going to put them here, I think. I don't want them to be in this middle bit because I want to kind of expand my city back towards this bit, because I'm kind of like blocked in here if I start building shit all over here. So let's just put it at the back here. I think that would be okay. There we go. Let's build 3 for now. I think that should be enough. I do have to be careful, however, with the tools, because I am running low on tools at the moment, and I probably will have to end up going to trade with other players. So before we path these up, let's just put the tea farms down. There we go. See, like, kind of cool. Ah, damn it! That's a shame. Okay, never mind. Let's put it. It's things like this that's just annoying because you just want for it to all fit perfectly, but it never does. Let's stick that. There we go. Actually, that might be a problem because I've now blocked the path. Okay, let's just put another one. I don't know if that's going to work. I can put it there. Perfect. There we go. We have our tea plantations up. There we go. I could stick something in there somewhere a bit later on. So there we go. It's making lovely, lovely tea. Ah, look at that. It's so cool. These sort of light sprinklers are keeping it all sort of watered. There we go. It's making tea. And these little depot places will send out little hovered vans to pick all these supplies up and bring them back to the main market. So hopefully when I click on these, yep, there we go. They are very, very well satisfied. So anyway guys, I think I'm going to stop it here, but I will be continuing this when we get back. So bye.